Thanks for staying with us. Sometimes human behavior will just leave you speechless. You think you've seen it all, and then boom, somebody shows up and proves that people can truly be audacious beyond imagination. They do the unthinkable in the most unthinkable situations. Now imagine this. A man whose wife is right there in the labor room, battling with pain of childbirth, a moment that should have his full focus, prayers, and emotional support. But instead, Oga decides that it is the perfect time to flirt with the nurse on duty. This shocking revelation from the nurse herself has scattered social media. Nigerians are asking, how can a man be thinking of romance when his wife is literally fighting for her life and the babies? What are your thoughts on this? You can join the conversation on 02016 352013 or 09024163440, or tweet us at TVC Connect using the hashtag YourViewTVC. They say men be stain ya white. Unfortunately, I'm wearing white today.
You're going to be stained.
No, I cannot be stained in Jesus' name.
Amen.
So when I saw the story, it reminded me of many other things we've seen in our society where you expect that this is a sober moment for maybe the family. And then you start seeing that either this man, there was a particular one that it was the burial of his wife. And while he was at the burial of the wife, there was a Okweke that was beside him. He was robbing her. Burial of his wife.
Jesus.
So he did not even wait. Okay, let's even leave the burial ground. Family members were seen, friends were seen, visitors were seen. He was robbing another woman. And you'll be asking yourself, why do these things happen? We can also flip the script, but it's just because of how society has made it. Women will not do that outrightly. They would likely code it if they have to in the first place. But most of the time we see men who are supposed to be in that sober moment with family, leading with prayer, leading with deep emotions, involved in things like this. Your wife is betting and you're busy toasting somebody. Please, what are your thoughts?
Over to you.
Why, please don't do this to me. Don't do this to me, because I have a story very close to home on this matter. The home is like very, very close. And I think I've shared the story once or twice before on the show. Definitely. How I, as a single girl, had this man that used to come to my makeup studio back to back in Ramatu. Would come to my studio, would greet me, would stay with me, said that I know he had a wedding ring, and like one of the things that was a no-no for me was dating a married man. And then he would tell me how his wife was so horrible. His wife beat him. His wife pulled a knife on him. That he doesn't even know how he married the woman. This is the biggest regret of his life. How he met somebody that's enterprising and as kiniko as me. You know, he was hailing me. I say, no, I'm not falling for that. Fast forward to a few months later, I was called to do makeup by my client for herself and her sister-in-law. Finished my client's makeup. The sister-in-law just gave birth, so she still had the big stomach, and she said that she was wearing her husband's dress. She was like, I'm wearing my husband's dress, so because I cannot tie wrap and my stomach is still healing from CS, that it was a terrible pregnancy. I was on bed rest. Lo and behold, who is the husband? Who is the husband?
Are you serious?
My toaster that was telling me the wife was bringing out knife and was all of that. That the woman in her wonderful paradise felt so comfortable with her life that she's wearing her husband's buba and shokoto for the occasion, not realizing the kind of horrible story that the husband cooked up just to do something. Just to do something. And this is your wife who was giving birth to your child, going through the process. So it's very close to me. It's not, some people were commenting disbelief about this, and I'm like, I know someone that your wife is on bed rest and you are toasting babes around. It's horrible, because that woman was between life and death. So for me, men need to do better. It is not about, this is humanity. You need to do better. You need to be more kind and considerate. It's horrible. I don't even know. I cannot even do.
That's gender. That's gender. First of all, you know, men are polygamous.
That's what you
believe. That's what they always say. Now, wait, now.
Don't let me throw you
Men are polygamous in nature, and that's why self-discipline is on in the bowler, in the dustbin. You don't know when to apply self-discipline. in a situation like that, usually I always hear people say that men, that some men don't use the right part of their body to think. When it comes to that point, that part,
ouch,
that place takes, it's in control and all. Because look at, I remember there was this story I heard. One of my friends was just me one time like that. She said that this guy, was following the wife for antenatal. He followed her for antenatal. He now saw one nurse, and he liked the nurse.
Wow.
So since then, he keeps on following the wife for antenatal. Just because so that he was, and the funny thing, they don't even know, they don't even weigh risk. You understand? Because this nurse can do anything to your wife. He was following her, every time they go for the antenatal, he will go, by the side, check her, and he will do as if he's checking what's wrong, what's going on with my wife, Then the nurse will be explaining, They will have their own time before they will not have their time with
being checked.
Like that. That's how they kept on doing it, like that. And after a while, do you know that at the end of the day, he married her?
He married the
second
nurse?
wife?
Yes, he married the nurse.
Second wife?
Yes. He married the nurse. Just antenatal visit. Antenatal visit. So you see the way these men think. I'm serious. So at the end of the day, we just have to be self-discipline. Yes, men are polygamous by nature, but please,
can you stop saying that?
That's the way society has said it. So let me but
don't join society.
Self-discipline. You can't just be everywhere, anywhere that you just go. Where you're supposed to apply self-discipline, you not apply the self-discipline. You just make use of, always wanting to shoot your shots at any point in time. How can I be in labor and then you're
shooting shots somewhere?
When you're supposed to be in the labor room with me. You're supposed to be in the labor room with me.
Yes.
When I'm in the labor room, my husband is always by my side.
Yes.
And as I was giving birth to my last child like that, the next the time when he was in the room, so the nurse was now like, take a deep breath, take a deep breath, take a deep breath. I'll take a deep breath. Man, the pain. My husband kept on saying, take a deep breath, take it. And I said, that like if he was walking out loud, I'll be doing it now. You don't need to tell me because I was in pain and all. So you can imagine he has to be there. So where is he? Where are you? Your wife is giving birth. You're outside. You'll be there by my side. So please, let's try and as much as possible to apply this self-discipline where applicable.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. In your experience of over 60-something years,
yes.
Have you seen such despicable men?
Let me shake table small. If that's the way the cookie crumbles, that's the way the cookie crumbles. Okay. I mean, as long as he respects his wife and he loves his wife, is he loving his wife? Did the wife know? The wife probably didn't know. The wife, he was there to support his wife.
Wow.
It's the nurse that covered him now. The nurse,
so blame it on the nurse.
The nurse is an amiable.
But but there are some behaviors that a man will exhibit that the nurse will be looking down on him.
Yeah, the nurse was shocked.
Look at the kind of family, look at the kind of man she's married to. That kind of a thing. Even in a situation like this, he still has time to do.
She that's her own opinion now.
Okay.
You see, now she has said in public.
Okay, when he was chasing her, why did she say, hey, face your wife?
She could have done that.
She could have done that.
Yeah, she didn't.
But she didn't. So was she enjoying the
toasting?
And was she doing?
You're the only sugar in my tea.
Oh, YK, let's be serious.
No, I'm being serious.
Yeah.
There is, if you are chasing me and I find it distasteful, okay,
the moment.
Stop, face.
No, your wife.
You didn't do that. You are then you now come and
expose it
on Instagram. Kuku expose it there and then.
No, but she may not be able to do that because she's working. There are ethics of this job, and customers are always right. The man may go back and say, "You are."
He's not a customer. He is not even. Apart from not being a customer,
he's
the
a
wife
customer.
Was a patient.
Yeah, customer and patient is the same thing. Your loyalty should be with your organization first. So there's a way you can.
He is not the patient. It's the
man.
wife that's the patient.
But not be the same family. It's the same. They are both customers. They are supposed to be patient. They are supposed to be patient.
Thank you,
Ramatu. They are supposed to be patient. So there's a way she would shout, and then the organization will say, you could have managed this better. So maybe she didn't have.
She could have got him outside and give him a serious warning.
She could have done that, and we
Yes.
don't know. She
And
just
he will still
posted
come back
the
and report her.
shock of how can this happen. I actually just have a feeling that men don't realize how disrespectful it is to the woman that they claim they love.
Yeah. If they
or
love the
how
woman,
disrespectful it is to their family, how disrespectful it is for yourself. Like, as a single girl, I'm like, I don't want to date anyhow because I feel like I am too much. So I cannot be for everybody. I have to be for a special person. And I think men need to have that consciousness and how they carry themselves. But I think men just feel like you're a human being. You're not a dog. You're not an animal that cannot control your impulses. So you see fine babe, your spec, you go chase the person. As in, you're not a baby or full-grown adult to the point that you don't marry and you're about to have a child. The least is to have a bit of self-dignity. Honor yourself. Honor your wife. What if as you they do the toasting, they slap you as you are a full-grown adult? You know how you just disrespect yourself.
Listen,
because you want to.
If they slap you, you deserve the slap.
Obviously,
but if they don't slap you, you go carry go now.
Wait, okay, let me tell you how that slap will happen. They slap you and then your wife hears that a lady slaps you. And they ask you what happened.
You cannot see.
You can't say why he was slapped.
You said maybe the woman get problem.
Let's take a short break. When we come back, we'll continue this conversation. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.